Okay. Let's go ahead and... Oh, that's interesting. There's a default... There's a default view. That's interesting. Okay, so I'm going to need to add reference image, models, rotation. Which car? Yeah, this is the one that won. I just checked on the vote just before starting the stream, and this is what won. I can never see. Oh, it's taking us. I can never see names that are dark blue that show up as dark blue for me. They blend in. Okay, so I'm going to be focusing on textures and wheels today. Maybe some pipes. Unit 001. Let's get those wheels out of the way first. So this red stripe down one of them, what is that? I assume that's a texture thing. Oh, it's okay. There we go. That should be better. I've just reconfigured my machine recently, and I only just now got the sound stuff working again. First thing we're gonna need for a wheel is a cylinder. And so now I just need to get side, front. There we go. These proportions should be matched, so perfect. Okay, and then this is the same version here. Okay. And then I set up two arrays of objects. Oh, wait. Creation, I need to mess with that. Can't have too many vertices. Let's give this 8. There we go, much better. There we go. That's better. And then we need an empty. So 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 45 degrees. And array, fixed count, object offset, empty. Origin to 3D cursor. Oh, it's not this empty. I need to name this wheel empty. Then it'll work. There we go. And then I'll just delete this one afterwards. There we go. Just apply that. Bevel? No. No bevel. None. And then I need to get going on the tread. This seems like a perfect opportunity to use the, you know what, actually, I could bevel this. Yeah, just started. Alright, now I've got the wheel. All I need is the rim. I can't really see any depth from this side, so I'm gonna have to just take a guess as to what I need to do here. 1, 2, 3. Something like this. Just having that at 3 levels, that's pretty good. Yeah, no, this is a really good design. It's simple, yet elegant. Yeah, I guess we could have him design the entire roster. But where would the fun be in that? Plus, we've had some pretty surprising designs, and also mouse isn't available every month. Okay, so this is a very hacky way of getting this thing to look how I want. Really, I should have planned better. Oops. I would start with something simple if you're having trouble figuring out what round to model. I have to give this some material. Shading. How am I going to shade this like a wheel? I want to try and do this in texture nodes. So wave texture, base color, just like straight up. Okay, and then I have to another node. I want to plug this into a geometry node. Okay, I can't do that. Make like a miniature metro, I'd say. Just start small. Just make like a really, really simple metro, and then just go over it again and again. All right, let's see. UV. There we go. And then detail scale. What happens when we turn the detail up and down? Nothing. Detail roughness. Phase offset. There we go. And then, yep. And I want it to be dark gray. How do I get these lines to be cleaner though? And then how do I duplicate this with a seam down the middle? Well, you've already got the hard part done, modeling the buildings. Now you just literally just start with anything. Scale 0. Okay, so where the scale is set up, so that starts to start looking pretty clean. Sine saw. Oh, ooh, I like that. Rings. Fans. Diagonal. What does this do? It kind of looks like a gun barrel. What does triangle do? X. So all I need to do is put a ring down the middle of that. Maybe if I put another wave texture in the middle here. Oh my. That does not do what I thought it does. What I want to do is a grid. Texture. Checker texture, there we go. That doesn't work. Wireframe, huh? That doesn't do what I wanted to do. Shaders are hard. Oh my god. This one's easy. Just make it pure red. The surface color of pure red. Metallic 6. Assign. Looks pretty good to me. I just need to work on this wheel texture. Oh yeah. Mix shader. Oh fuck. I'm going to do sawtooth for both of these. Actually, I think we're just going to use mix RGB here. I don't think we're going to use a mix shader. Interesting. .7. Nope. 0.8. There we go. Seven or 9. 0.85. 0.8. 7.5. Nope. 0.8. 8 through 2. I'll just go bands or sign. That is interesting. Let's do saw on this one. After the mix shader, use the shader to RGB node, whatever it's called, then plug it into Principled. That way you don't need two BDSF. Could just rotate the middle seam to warp it into a zaggy line. Oh yeah, you're right. Just like this. And then the actual model is fucked up. Look at that. So RZ45, nope, RZ15. RZ negative 15. I mega twisted it. So, okay. Dissolve edges. Now, from instancer. So, if I want to do this right, then I've got to have 2 of these. And then another 2. Negative 15. Negative 7. And then, of course, the interior here. So let's mess with the scale. Set the scale to 20. Oh, no. 10. Position, let's do 0.03. Yeah, I'll just, actually, no, I think both sides of the car should be good with the same. What I need to do, however, is I need to keep the tread off of this part. Fucking bezel. How do I get those to go all the way in? Project from view. I need smart UV project. Oh my god, that pretty much fixed everything. Almost everything. Let's see if we can't fix it with a project from view. No. Let's just do a regular unwrap. Oh, on islands. Edge seams may need to be added. Right. Edge seams. Mark seam. Mark seam. And then unwrap. That does not work well at all. Oh, quads, no. Cube projection? Almost. Cylinder projection. Closer. Project from view bounds. Nope. Smart UV project pretty much fixes it, except for a few weird parts like right here. Go around one corner of the UV space. They do. They do kind of bounce around. I need more vectors. Mapping. I have no idea what I'm doing here. You're watching me figure out what these things do in real time. No, don't know what that does. Don't know what that does. Don't know. No, it does not appear to... it appears to do nothing. I can adjust the UV, that's right. Kinda got it. See what that does. Oops. Still a bit weird. Still a bit wonky. Goes up halfway one way and then halfway the other. I would probably be wise to backtrack. Let's see. What's my undo threshold set to? Yeah, I'm boned. There's no way I'm going to be able to get far enough back to where I can get back to where it was looking good. Okay. This is workable. This is workable. I just need to find some way to unwrap this light map pack. That's not right. Non-uniform scale. Oh, I see. Interesting. How's it going today? Well, we are currently we're doing the wheel. I'm doing wheels and textures because Axel still has to do the body of the model, and then I'll get started on the undercarriage and a bunch of other details. All right. So. I know I could change the steps in Blender. I've done it before. Angle limit, huh? 90 degrees. Oh, that's almost what I need. Project from view. That's almost what I need as well. Damn. Would be what I need. I just need to figure out. Okay, so what? Okay. Yeah, schematic page. Any extra details you can provide that that will help me get a better understanding of how this thing is composed and put together. Sphere projection? No. Follow active quads. No active surface. Just straight unwrapping doesn't work. Smart UV project almost works. Island margin, correct aspect. Let's do 30 and see what happens. It's almost right. They're separated. I think I'm starting to understand. Okay. How about this? Project from view. And then hide. And then the rest of this, project from view. Because the two need to be joined. The seams need to be joined. Maybe it would be easier if there was just one seam. Let's get rid of these. Clear seam, and then just have one. Mark seam. And then unwrap. That's not good. Mark seam, let's unwrap that. That's also not good. Okay, let's clear all seams. And then let's try something where we've got a seam here, 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 and here. Mark seam. Unwrap. So it's circular, and I need it to be square. How can I do that? Maybe a seam here and here as well would help. Unwrap. That does help. But it unwraps it the wrong way. I just need the entire thing to be like this. How do seams work? What do they do? Mark seams. Didn't like that. Mark seams. Unwrap. No, that's circular again. I know. It just means I'll have to bake the textures later. I've still got to get the UV unwrapped in a way that makes sense. Seams or cuts? Interesting. So it's where to separate the... Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. You're right. I should switch to a wireframe. Because that's exactly what I need. I just need the... just needed to ignore certain vertices. Like if it could just be a wireframe that went here, 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 and then in that way. I'm gonna look it up. Use wireframe shader mesh. Blender. What other textures do I have? Point density, huh? Color, invert, light fall off, RGB curves, mix RGB. Converter. Mapping, displacement, normal. None of this is what I want. I wonder what would happen if you took just the UV map and entered that in. Nothing I see. Okay. Texture. There we go. Back to basics. And then Smart UV project, correct aspect, and scale to bounce. So none of that works. All I need to do is set up the UV so that they touch. But how? It is faster just to model. In fact, it's faster just to do it in Paint. But I only have the textures and the wheels this session anyway, so I might as well take my time. Mark seam, and then just unwrap it. And then just one seam here. Unwrap. Oh, is that it? Like I got it. Okay, so X0. Don't want it curved. think I got it. My Twitch has exactly 100 followers. That's cool. 100 is a good number. I bring you pain, yes. This is the point. There could be no progress without a bit of pain. They're warped, but only a little bit. Oops. So what does 100 followers on Twitch mean? I mean, I stream on here a bunch, but I have no idea like what the whole economy is like on Twitch. Gotta mix some Ruth Bader Ginsburg. Oh wait, let's mix RBG. Ooh, boy. Bands, rings. And then phase offset. Swap that till it matches up, which it does right there pretty well. How do I scale these things so they're exactly the same? It's almost exactly right. Okay. Phase offset to nothing. But that's not right. Phase offset should be nothing, and then I can just let the UV editing work its own magic. Oh yeah, no. I still feel the same way. I still feel like you've got a lot of really cool ideas and projects and stuff. It's always nice to like know what you're working on, because you know it's usually something pretty cool. All right, well, I guess there's only one way to do this. I have indeed spent the entire stream so far making the tire. To be fair though, that's all I plan to get done. modeling it was pretty straightforward. It's just messing with these shaders. I'm like, I have no idea what I'm doing. Oops. That's very, very close. Now I could probably do the rest in the shaders tab. Mess with the phase offset just barely. Great, fantastic. And now, yeah, set the phase something more like that. Okay, position of 1, position of 0. Just plug in the factor and then the color here. Yeah, sometimes you gotta take a break from creative stuff, but it helps to just have some time set aside where you can do something like this. That's mostly why I do the streams, is just so I have some guaranteed time where I'll sit down and do something creative. Maybe something fun will happen, maybe not. I don't know. I feel like the tire is a pretty straightforward geometric model, and all that I'm really working on right now is just learning a little bit more about shaders. Detail scale. Sine, saw. That's what it is. And of course, mess with the scale. I feel like the scale should be 5. That's pretty good. And the scale up here should be 1. No, actually like 0.8. Sine. Clamp, what does that do? Clamp. Mix. I think I should probably just add. Yeah, I can kind of relate to just feeling like your brain will do what it wants. Darken seems to work pretty well. And then for the remaining hour, I'm just gonna get these textures into vector format so they're ready to spray paint on. I could just turn up the acid on the tread. That'd be great for like a warp round car. .027 and 0. And this has to be a darker. Nice. So I missed the scale here. There's still the matter of that seam. A loud mouse wheel? It's not cheap, but it is old. If you want to see what I'm using, it's one of these guys. It's an old model, but this isn't an old mouse. I replaced it, I think, only a few months ago because the one I had before it, which is the same model, started to go out, and I was just used to using it, so I was just like, we'll get a new one. And it was only like, maybe 40 bucks. And it worked well for 5 years until it didn't. So I thought, I know what I'm getting into. It probably doesn't feel nearly as premium as some of the stuff on the market now, but when I got into gaming, I had a certain like hardware setup, and I've mostly just stuck with that over the years. I'll come back to this. For now, I'm going to open up Inkscape, which I don't have installed. Lovely. Inkscape. Maybe it's in the program files here. Nope. I don't think I have it. Download current version. Windows 62, 64-bit. And just set that downloads folder. On the keypad on the side of the mouse? Yeah, I use that when I play Warframe. Pretty much no other time. I mainly use this mouse's features for like Warframe. And pretty much nothing else. That was the UAC that just darkened the screen. System path. Yeah, path that shit. AS or AI? The answer to that question is yes. Depends on how I know you. I gotta rewatch these streams sometimes. Maybe I could use a better mic. The mic that I'm using right now is like 15 bucks, so it's like pretty good considering, but I feel like I should probably get something higher quality since I'm doing a lot of voice work now. Canvas, yep. Gotta switch that dark theme on. Learn how to contribute time and learn how to fund it. Either develop or donate. Thoughts on the new Heldren skin? I don't know. I haven't checked it out yet. I saw it and then I opened up Warframe, but so much has been going on in my life right now that I just kind of like opened it up, immediately forgot that that's why I started it, and was just like, was I going to do the sortie? No. Was I going to do relics? No. Why did I start Warframe? And then I just closed it and forgot about it. Okay. But I will let you know as soon as I see it in game. Oh, no, wait, no, I think I did, yeah. No, yeah, she really is. On my Steam account? Yeah. Yeah. I have, like, several nicknames, too. What was I looking for? Oh, right, yeah. Acceleron. Nope. There we go. Oh, wait. Sweet. Bezier curves and straight line. The schematic sheet. Oh, raw decals? Oh my god, yeah, that would be so much easier. Wow. Yeah, are you using like SolidWorks to put this together? That's pretty cool. That is pretty cool. Schematics. Wow. I mean, it looks hand drawn just because of the the way the lines are. But this is really, really precise. In fact, I don't even know if I need to... Just because the decals are clean enough, I don't know if I really even need to vector them. Art tablet, so semi-hand drawn. Yeah, I'll post it in the Acceleron. Here, I'm gonna copy a link to it. Post it in the chat with me, you, and Axel. This is pretty cool. Look at this. Especially the little decals. Is this your own design? Because that looks very polished. Unit 001. No, yeah, you could totally just spray those right on it. I need just minimal modifications here. Based off an anime series. That's still pretty cool. I know this will definitely be really helpful for Axel. I'm not sure exactly what else is left for me to do but import this guy. Texture it and I'll import it. No, it is pretty awesome. Speaking of awesome, I'm gonna go get a burrito, and I'll be right back. I am returned. I don't know how you, like, I don't know, there's just like a lot of do you just like use transforms in order to get the things that you drew on the schematics into place? Because this looks like, I don't know, it just looks really like hand drawn, but with like really good precision, but it still looks kind of natural. It's weird. All right. Back to the matter at hand. Now let's see if... Aha. Still think that looks messy. I mean, not just the decals, just the geometry of it. It almost looks like it could have been made in something like SolidWorks or Blender and then exported and then edited. It'd be interesting to see. Ow. Got hot sauce in my nose. It's that time of the stream where it turns into an ASMR stream. That is interesting. Geometry is made with rulers and scales. That has to take a lot of practice and discipline. I imagine I would just mess it up. There's not a lot of inconsistencies. Everything seems like it's the same shape. Yeah, it's honestly really well done. I'm just still on this tread. $127 hours for aeroderivative. I'm starting to think it might be faster for you just to work in Blender. Like, a lot of the same artwork tools. Blender's not that hard. I'm not that smart. And I learned how to use Blender. I think you could too. I don't know. This seems like a level above. I mean, you're obviously able to commit a good amount of time. I mean, unless it's like a problem if you physically don't have a machine that's capable of running Blender, that's different. Yeah. No, I'm confident you can learn. It's not as hard as it looks. Just start small and keep building, and before you know it, we're doing some pretty spectacular things. Back in grade 8. No, it's different. Revisit it. I started Blender when I got into all of this, and I think I still have my first model around here somewhere. This is where I... Hold on, let me see if I can find it. So it would be in the class projects. Car. That's not it. There's worse than that. It was on like a flash drive. I don't know. It was horrible. So just trust the process. Trust that you will get better the longer you use it, and just mess around. And don't feel bad for failing or not getting things. Just commit the time and you'll get there. Yeah, if you have questions or anything, there's a car modeling discussion in the Discord server where you can ask a lot of people who are really experienced in Blender. So if you're having trouble doing one thing or another, we're happy to answer questions and guide you through stuff. Because you've got all of the necessary skills. Like when you looking at just the proportions of everything, especially the schematics. Like looking at just these schematics, all it really is instead of pencil lines, you're working with vertices. So all it really is just being like learning a few tools to align these properly, like to get them on, like in a perfect circle or whatever. And then it's actually almost easier, frankly. And there's also a bunch of tools here to help with that. Like with getting the shapes that you want. Just like, I don't know. I'm sure some of the folks in the Discord server could recommend some good resources for learning how to get into Blender. Because I think it would be well worth your time. And if you've watched any of my streams, the only thing that's missing is all the keystrokes. So at first when you start, it's just learning to, hold Alt when you click one of the rims, and then you get the whole thing. And then in the beginning, you're using this context menu for everything. Like instead of hitting E and then locking it to the Z axis, you would be like using the context menu to extrude edges. And then, I don't know, using plus or minus, I don't know. It gets easier. You just have to learn the hotkeys, and then that's 90% of like having an effective workflow. Kind of like learning to play an instrument, really. I wouldn't know. I don't play any instruments, but I assume that's what it's like. Okay. Sprocket, does it? Yeah. Yeah, no, it's really simple. It's really simple. If you've ever used any sort of 3D interface, then Blender should be pretty straightforward. Yeah, E plus Z is easy. So a lot of what people say is, remember the 80-20 rule? So 80% of the results come from 20% of the features. So a lot of what you see here, like this scene tab, this tab, this tab, this tab, this tab, this tab, I don't use any of this. I don't even use this half the time. I use the modifiers tab, the materials tab, and occasionally this. And that's it. That's like it. So don't let the amount of features overwhelm you. I also really don't ever use the animation tab or the rendering tab or the compositing tab or the geometry node or the scripting. They all do something, I'm sure. I don't know what. I've never used them. So like just start with small goals in mind, and it makes it easier because then you accomplish the small thing you set out instead of falling way short of the huge goal you have of like being completely fluent. I definitely do really encourage you to learn it. I think you'd be great at it. Yeah. Yeah, for sure, yeah. No. You just find, like, a handful of features that do what you want them to do, and occasionally you learn something new. Otherwise, you just have the same limited toolkit, and it gets you pretty much where you want to go. There's also some great hard surface modeling tutorials out there on YouTube for free stuff. Since Blender is an open source program, it's not like you have to pay for the program, you don't have to pay for the software, you got nothing to lose. If you've got some extra time and you're curious about it, definitely give it a shot. Start with something simple, just like designing a tire like this. It's pretty simple. And you'll stumble a lot and struggle a lot, but that's actually part of the process. Trust that process, because that makes it way easier to remember the solutions to stuff when you actually do figure it out. Rhombus, I think you can learn Blender too. If you can learn distance, you can learn Blender. Blender is actually easier for a lot of reasons. Yeah, exactly. It's just learning in general. All right, me mateys. I feel like the wheel is... Well, I still got that texture. I don't want to... Distance is harder than Blender. There you go. From the man himself. I know how I want this to be unwrapped. The editing. That's a stupid way to do it. Oh yeah, that's right. Arc seam, unwrap. There we go. And then I just gotta grid this whole thing. See, I'm learning. The distance editor has a lot more functionality that you don't find in Blender, like the ability to rig and model, like script things. Kind of. It's got an animator that you can use to do some pretty crazy stuff, and also like a bunch of, I don't know, physics settings or something like that. If only I could make this straighter. Yeah, but this stream, just the stream, I learned how seams work. Kind of. Sweet. Now it's exactly right. Yeah, Blender is a multi-purpose program. It's actually also a video editor. And you can use it to draw as well. Apparently you can attach a pen tablet, and you can actually just, like, draw something like this in Blender. And then you could take the drawing, separate it into points, and then actually give those points shape, and then you can model based off of that. Yeah, pen tablet support. It was in one of the, here, probably in this. Yeah, so that's an example of something you could do. There's more. There's more. I remember there's always like this one section of these promos where it shows. You could do some pretty crazy stuff in Blender. I'm not using it to like anywhere near like its capacity. Oh gosh. There's something that I'm thinking of. Maybe it's called something else. Yeah, there's a Blender trailer, yeah. But there definitely is pen tablet support, because you can sculpt with it. You can sculpt with a pen tablet in Blender. So it supports sculpting on top of modeling, like hard surface vertex manipulation modeling. And I think there's a way to just draw, like freehand, like drawing. They're show reels, that's what they are. Nope. This is all made in Blender. Everything you see here was rendered entirely in Blender. You can do a lot of really cool stuff in Blender, and I don't. I just use it to model cars. And occasionally 3D printing. It's got to be this one. Oh yeah, here it is. This is what I'm talking about. Check this out. See? Right here. And you can also just do straight up 2D animation in Blender. So I know you could definitely just like draw your stuff in Blender and then like have it just come out as like more 3D. The compositing is one of the coolest parts of, oh yeah, this part's cool. That's okay. Yeah. It'd be worth getting into. It'd be a cool experience for you, I think. Well, might as well start prepping those Yeah, no, this sort of thing, you could you just make something like this, but in Blender, and it's like, as long as you've got more than one perspective, 4 perspectives, really, all you need is to just draw like this, basically, like this, but no, this, basically. Just a right, top, front, and that's it. Anyway. So this is going to be one thing. There we go. Yeah, no, in Blender, the perspective drawing is rendered. So once you've got like the orthographic shots, the perspective just happens. That's the coolest part about it. You got a few different, like, you got 2 different shots of the object, and then yeah, then it's in 3D. It's cool. I feel like I could, I don't know, maybe duplicate this with a font. That's close. That's not right, though. Is there a font you base this off of? Oh, Hattenschweiler, huh? Interesting. And thicker. That's certainly doable. Set this up right here. Oops. Oh no. I was in the wrong layer. Yeah, I don't know. I can't just like zone out when I use Blender for whatever reason. That looks... I don't know if I quite like the font. I'd stick to using... something like this, Courier New, maybe? Maybe I just like zone out and stop being productive, and that's the reason I can't do that. Okay, so those are red by default. Do I just want to make them white so they're recolorable? Probably a good idea. All I need to do here, I do still need to separate this out. No, you know, I totally get that. Yeah, when you really get into a groove and you can't. Well, I think I will Inkscape these after all. Nice thing about Inkscape is you don't have to worry about scale. The same with Blender. It's really just about proportions. It's hard for me to get time alone to do that anymore. Which is why I'm like hesitant to start projects sometimes. Because I know that if I start, I won't have enough time to finish. These are all at very pleasing angles. Okay. That I'm not going to bother with because we've already got one. Yeah, you're right, I am within that range. Oh no. Oh no. Oh boy. How do I... Oof. Set rotation. Reset rotation. Escape. View menu. Canvas rotation. Orientation, reset rotation. There we go. Do I look older than 24? I think it's all the facial hair. Is that a bus symbol? Could be. Oh, I look younger. Well, I'll take that as a compliment. It's a desert bus symbol. Ooh, yeah, I forgot that was a thing you could do. You could just literally... Whoops. Oh, you're the one who did the desert bus realm? Oh my god. 8 hours worth of gold standard entertainment. Oh yeah, so it's shift, control middle mouse. So shift, control, oh, dang it. Shift, control middle mouse. That's cool. Are these on the new design, like on the new vehicle? Or on the current vehicle? Oh boy. That's gonna be tricky to vector. Yeah, damn, ain't that true. I know some folks who are like so old. And they don't really look it. And then I know other folks who are like way younger than me and they look like in their 40s. Because of bad life choices mostly. No, that's not right. Manipulate vertices. Doesn't have to be perfect. Oh no, I did it again. Oh, it's a short version. Oh god, 8-hour desert bus. Desert bus realm, more like crash your PC realm. Am I right? Because you can't just code that in. You can't just code it in to be 8 hours like they did in the original. What's this one again? S. Whoops. Prefab track lengths that are 1 minute and then just minute lengths, normal boost. Just slap those in line, huh? I mean, I suppose you could just like use some clever warp anchor trickery. Alright. And these are the symbols. Export PNG image. Okay, export as. Let's try and. It's much too low resolution. So 96. Let's do 440. Replace. That's much cleaner. That is a clanker livery. Look, I'm in a box. You can't see my arms. They're in a box. No hands. Well, I got 8 minutes and shading. This shade is almost the way I want it to look. That works. I feel like that works. Ah, joy of level editing. Yeah, I need to get back on that. Hopefully. I recently just accepted a new job, so I'm not sure exactly how much time I'm going to have for streaming and how regular videos are going to be, but I will have some time before the new job starts. So. The joy of level editing series? Yeah. I should definitely release more videos then. Gotta save. Wait. There we go. No wonder. Inkscape. So on the model, yeah, that's solid. Oh, but no, but then they also have rims. Okay, so here's what I need to do. There we go. For suspension legs. That is true, that is true. Alright. Well, the last thing I'd say it needs is the desert bus symbol here. All the rest I've got in another folder, so I don't need to copy those over. I could just do what I always do. change the width there. Drawing width. How do I change the thickness of the Bezier lines and stuff? That's small enough that I think I could just grab it off the thing. Yeah, there might be a few artifacts, but... Oh, there will be a few artifacts. Here... Here... Oh boy. Oh, jeez. If I had a slightly bigger version of the symbol, that would be perfect. Well, that brings us to the end of the stream pretty much. We got the textures set up and we got the wheels set up, which was our goal walking into this. Wheels and wheel textures set up, configured. Got the SVGs for the tank texture set up. I've already got one of these, otherwise I'd do that as well. Is your Chrome realm still getting removed? If people voted out, then yeah. I mean, if people don't want to play the map during the tournament, I see no reason to force anyone to do it. Yes, bigger desert bus symbol. And then I'll just take care of that real quick next Saturday. Alright. Thanks everybody who showed up. And I will see everybody next Saturday. The stream's going to be ending in just a second here. So, take care. Oh yeah, no, I'll remove any of my maps that people don't want to play too.